네, 와글풋볼 구독자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 와글풋볼 주인장 홍경표입니다. 오늘 찐팬 초대석 벌써 8번째 시간인데요. 이미 영상이 올라가서 저희 새로운 멤버를 보셨을 텐데 다시 한번 정식으로 소개하겠습니다. 와글풋볼에 새로 영입한 TG 선출 골키퍼 출신 용병을 저희가 데려왔는데 Could you introduce yourself to our subscribers?
Yes, 안녕하세요. 제 이름은 매혜입니다. 튀니지 사람이에요. 올랭피크 리옹의 팬이에요.
사실 한국에서는 이 팀을 응원하는 사람이 거의 없긴 할 거예요. 그래도 이 팀이 어딘지는 다 아는 되게 유명한 팀의 팬입니다. 바로 올랭피크 리옹. 프랑스 리그앙의 어찌 보면 정말 전통의 강호 중에 하나라고 생각해요. 오늘 영상은 저번에 배혜가 나왔던 것과 비슷하게 저희가 이제 자막을 깔아드리긴 할 건데 배혜가 아직 한국에 온 지 얼마 안 돼가지고 한국어 좀 서툴기 때문에 영어로 인터뷰를 진행하도록 하겠습니다. There are very small fans in Korea supporting Olympic Lyon. It's not known as Premier League or La Liga, so I need a brief introduction about your team.
Okay, so Olympique Lyon is Ligue 1, French league. Okay, it's one of the top teams in France, and also a unique achievement, which is like a 10 trophies in 10 years for Olympique Lyonnais. It's Lyon, the city, and Olympique Lyonnais is like the city. The derby is with Saint-Étienne. It's a real rivalry between Saint-Étienne and Olympique Lyonnais. And they play in the Groupama Stadium in Lyon. And I think people don't know a lot, but you know, if you get the record of Olympique Lyonnais, let us say since 2010, they're always in UEFA. So if you watch international Europe football, I mean, Olympique Lyonnais is always there, and there is like a lot of achievements that was done by Olympique Lyonnais.
Yeah, of course. Like everyone knows that Olympique Lyonnais is one of the strongest team of French football.
Yeah, one of the strongest in France.
Yeah. Okay, then I want to ask you about how do you become an Olympique Lyonnais fan?
Okay, so in Tunisia, I'm still a fan of a team called Club Africain. It's the most popular team in Tunisia. So in 2010, Olympique Lyonnais came to Tunis and played a friendly match with Club Africain. I mean, when that happened, and I watched like the Gomez scored the game, and you know, I really like I really liked that. And since then I started like hearing and following, and you know, time by time I became a fan of that team. You know, when the PSG became strong in League One, the lights were kind of stolen from the team, and you know, now they have like a real big challengers. You know, I was there in that era, you know, following up.
As you said, there is a Korean player in PSG now.
Yeah.
리그앙의 is in PSG, but I heard that lots of 리그앙 fans doesn't like PSG. What do you think about Paris Saint-Germain?
Okay. It's simple. For Ligue 1, you know, the teams were balanced.
Yeah.
You have like a Montpellier, you have Olympique Lyonnais, Saint-Étienne, Bordeaux. I mean, they were all like competing together. It was like fair.
Yeah.
And then big money comes, you know, and big money comes.
Oil money.
Yeah, big money comes when now we have like superstars coming to one team, and that team become overpowered. You know, like others, you know, were like very kind of weak. I mean, against the PSG, because the PSG was, you know, overwhelming. I mean, they had like an overwhelming power of big players, so people actually, they don't respect that. Because as I say, teams like Montpellier, Monaco, or like Olympique Lyonnais, they got their players from the internal academy of the team, like Lacazette, okay, and Cherki, and you know,
Cherki,
yeah, Fekir, and you know, a lot of them they grew up, you know, in Olympique Lyonnais, but in PSG it wasn't like that.
They always buy the players.
Exactly. And I think that's why many Ligue 1 fans, they don't actually cherish PSG that much.
한국어로 좀 설명을 하자면, 그러니까 한마디로 녹음본 팀으로 본다는 거죠. 사실 PSG가 이제 선수를 영입하는 방식이 워낙 좀 이제 돈으로 때려 박다 보니까, but don't worry, Chelsea beat them up.
Yeah, I like this one.
World second. I want to ask best moments when you're supporting Olympique Lyonnais.
Easy. Olympique Lyonnais against Roma.
Roma.
Yeah, I think it happens 2017, and it was like 4-2 to Olympique Lyonnais. Lyon scores first, and then Roma scores back with Salah, and then Roma scores the second, so 2-1, and then Olympique Lyonnais scores 3 goals of Lacazette. Lacazette before going to Arsenal, and it was like a kick outside the box. It was like a cannon, and with that victory, like we regained hope into qualifications to the next tour.
Was it also UCL or UEL?
UEO.
UEL.
So that was like for me that was a moment. And against the Man City, we played like against Man City, and there is like a goal of Maxwell Cornet as well. I mean, it was like because I was afraid before the match. I was afraid because Man City was in like
it's an enormous team.
Yeah, very strong, and Lyon was like having a bit of troubles when it comes to results in Ligue 1 back in the day. And my friends were like, "Hey, man, we're playing with the City. I mean, it's all over. Give up."
Yeah, give up.
But then, like, we won.
Or you beat Man City.
Yeah, of course. Hey, what do you mean we beat Man City? Of course, we beat Man City. We beat everyone, man.
Beating Man City is such a fun thing.
Oh, come on, yeah.
Okay, then I want to ask about the opposite. What was the worst moments when you supported Lyonnais?
When I heard that Olympique Lyonnais is going down to League 2.
Yeah, it's very recent, right?
Yeah, it's very recent. Law problems, and then you hear about that. But I'm glad the problem was solved.
Yeah, there was no fault for the manager and the players. It was like some financial things.
Yeah, administration. Yeah,
it's about money and.
People always liked Jean-Michel Aulas. I mean, the president of Olympique Lyonnais. He was really like Lyon in his heart. He was. Yeah. Really, and he made the Groupama Stadium possible, everything. He was really cherished by the fans. But I don't know what happened exactly about the details, but what I know is it was very, very upsetting, and very sad to hear. That's one. And second one, when at first we heard like Lacazette is going to Arsenal. It was very sad. He was the hero. I mean, Lacazette was like the hero of Olympique Lyonnais back in the days. So it was very sad to hear.
We have a lot of Arsenal fans in our channel, and sorry to say this, but Lacazette was not so good in Premier League.
Yeah.
In Korea, there is a nickname called 똥카제트.
Donkaset.
You know what 똥 is?
Donk.
Yeah. So lots of Korean Arsenal fans were furious about Lacazette.
Really? Yeah. Come on, Lacazette was like the top scorer in French league after Ibrahimovic at some point.
Yeah, I think he was not fit in the tactics.
Yeah, maybe. Lacazette wants speed. He's very fast. He doesn't fit the standing in the box, and he can play 9. Lacazette. He plays 10 in Lyon. He has like a number 10 shirt, and Lacazette wants space. He wants speed. Now he's changed a little bit with age. But back in the days, Lacazette, when he gets a ball and run, that's really, it's dangerous.
Right.
It's really dangerous opportunity. If he runs with the ball, that things will be a problem.
One of the things that you said about the relegation. This is Korean channel.
Yeah.
So I think we have to talk about her, Michelle Kang, Korean American woman, who took charge of Olympique Lyon. She's very famous, gets in charge of women's football team, and this is the first time she gets charge of the men's football team. She have a crucial role putting out Olympique Lyon back to Ligue 1.
Really?
그 내용은 VCR로 보시죠. 미셸 강, 한국 이름 강용미. 1959년 대한민국 서울특별시에서 태어났습니다. 어머니가 국회의원으로 남부럽지 않은 어린 시절을 보낸 강용미는 서강대학교에 진학합니다. 그녀의 꿈은 바로 CEO. 하지만 당시 한국에서는 여성이 CEO가 되는 것은 정말 너무너무 어려운 일이었기에 미국으로 유학을 간 뒤 정착하는 것을 선택합니다. 시카고대 학사, 예일대 석사를 받고 나서 경영 컨설턴트로 일하기 시작했고 이후 방위산업체에서 임원까지 승진합니다. 2008년 리먼 브라더스발 금융위기가 한창일 때 미셸 강은 마침내 꿈꿔왔던 창업을 하게 되는데요. 모두가 처음에 이 불경기에 창업을 한다고 비웃었지만 그녀는 의료 관련 IT 기업인 코그노상트를 설립, 매서운 촉으로 블루오션을 정확하게 저격해 본격적으로 기업가로 성공가도를 달리기 시작합니다. 10년 만에 연매출 4억 달러를 버는 잘나가는 기업의 수장이 된 그녀. 이후 코그노상트는 비싼 값에 매각되었고 그녀는 전혀 예상치 못한 곳에서 또 다른 커리어를 시작합니다. 그게 바로 축구였죠. 인터뷰에 따르면 축구 구단 경영을 오랜 시간 준비했다고 합니다. 하지만 그녀는 추가의 못이었습니다. 메시라는 선수조차 몰랐다고 하죠. 다만 기업인으로서의 노련한 감이 구단 운영에서 빛을 발하기 시작하면서 구단 회장으로서의 능력도 인정받기 시작합니다. 미셸 강은 여자 축구에 관심이 많았습니다. 남자 축구에 비해 시장 규모가 작고 이윤 창출이 부진하며 활력이 계속해서 없어지는 악순환에 빠지는 여자 축구. 그녀는 이 악순환을 끊으리라 다짐합니다. 여성 축구도 돈이 될 수 있다고 늘 말했던 강 회장. 그녀는 여성 축구야말로 기회의 땅이라고 판단했습니다. 그렇게 미국, 프랑스, 영국에서 3개의 여성 축구팀을 인수한 미셸 강. 어느새 멀티 구단 법인의 대주주 겸 최고 경영자가 되었습니다. 강 회장은 인수한 팀들에서 먼저 선수들의 처우를 개선하고 세계적인 수준의 훈련센터를 짓는 등 알짜배기로 필요한 행정을 훌륭하게 했습니다. 이렇게 강 회장이 인수한 여성 팀들 중 하나가 바로 올랭피크 리옹 페미닌이었습니다. 그렇게 2020년부터 여성 스포츠에 큰 영향을 끼치는 인물이 된 미셸 강 회장. 그 탁월한 구단 경영 능력을 인정받아 올해 6월 30일 프랑스 리그앙 명문팀 올랭피크 리옹 남자팀의 회장직까지 역임하게 됩니다. 당시 리옹 남자팀은 2022년 미국인 사업가 존 텍스터가 이끄는 이글 풋볼 그룹의 소유권이 넘어간 뒤 주먹구구식 경영으로 인해 재정난을 겪으며 프랑스 재정심사에서 2부 리그 강등이라는 충격적인 선고를 받으며 구단 역사상 최악의 위기에 봉착합니다. 하지만 미셸 강이 회장직을 맡은 이후 즉각 항소에 나섬과 동시에 스쿼드와 내부 행정 등을 매우 빠른 속도로 깔끔하게 정리했고 마침내 팀 재정 건전화에 성공하면서 리그앙 잔류에 성공했습니다. 노련한 촉은 물론 구단 내부와 팬들을 모두 만족시키는 탁월한 경영 능력으로 여러 팀에서 성공 신화를 써내리고 있는 미셸 강 회장. 부임하자마자 하드 캐리를 하며 최악의 위기 상황에서 팀을 기사회생시킨 그녀와 그녀가 맡은 첫 남성 프로축구팀인 올랭피크 리옹. 앞으로의 동행도 기대가 많이 됩니다. There are lots of players played in Lyon now and then. Who is your favorite player of Olympic Lyon of all time?
Of all time,
All time.
I would say Lacazette.
Lacazette.
I would say Lacazette because Lacazette has the most contribution to the team since he was young. He went to Arsenal, then he came back from Arsenal. He kept scoring. He kept contributing to the team's color. I would say Tolisso as well, but I think Lacazette is, more fiery than Tolisso when it.
A star of Lyon, I think.
Yeah, Lacazette. Yeah, he's very loved, and even when he speaks to the camera with the news, etc., he shows the love and respect.
I want to hear about the passion of Tunisian football. How is football like in Tunisia?
This is a very serious question and very serious topic. In Tunisia, there is like a huge football fans.
Oh, yeah.
Like every single individual, let us say 90% are local football fans, and let us say 60% of whole population are like international football fans. But the problem in Tunisia is like the infrastructure and the mentality of the people. So what I notice is that, people hate to lose.
Yeah.
And that leads to, if you watch Tunisian football, it's a very closed type of match. There is no speed, there is no tactics, It's very, very, very rare to see like a match that is open. A lot of midfielders together and a lot of defenders, and sometimes if it's a strong team, the strong attacking, and the other team is just defending 11 person near their goal, just waiting for the ball. For me, to be extremely honest, I like Club Africain Tunisia. I watch the matches. I'm concerned about it. It's just a game. It's just a game, means losing is part of it, so let's watch the game. It's a fun game. Football is a fun game.
Yeah.
You watch it in Europe, both teams are trying to win. You watch in Tunisia, both teams are trying not to lose. If you're trying not to lose, there is no ball to watch.
Lack of creativity.
Yeah. I mean, ball is always outside of the line, okay? And if you score one goal, then the whole team is oh, my leg hurts, I'm injured, winning time, you know what I mean? I want to be honest here, okay? Yeah. It's not that fun to watch, but still the passion of Tunisians toward their teams is very huge. And that passion leads to the teams not willing to lose, and that leads to a bad football when it comes to entertainment.
Yeah, right. It's very efficient, but it's not fun to watch.
Yeah,
right?
it's not fun to watch at all.
Yeah, we call it in Korea that kind of football called bed football. 침대축구. They will always try to go to sleep after one.
Yes,
after scoring one
yes.
goal. Okay, last but not least, let's say our subscriber is tending to watch football, and he or she did not select a team to support. So, Behe, I want you to showcase your team to our subscribers.
Okay.
Olympic Lyon.
So, what I believe, why I started being like a serious fan of Olympique Lyonnais is that the team is basically made from the locals and from the players that from a very young age became professionals, and if we can name many players like that. Lacazette, and then we got Fekir, even Mendy played. Lyon creates international players, and the local community in Lyon, they're all fans and supporters of the team. It's one of the biggest, let us say, virage. Sometimes they have like the flames and like a big supporting shorts, etc. The team is very respected, and the team has really great history in France and is still competing. Although these problems, the financial problems will disappear, of course. It's a very good team, and there is a pride supporting that team. That team plays football for football, and that team doesn't have extra oil money flow that is, ruining football as some PSG.
자, 사실 우리나라에서는 비교적 덜 알려진, 물론 다 아시겠지만 팬이 그렇게 많지는 않은 팀이기도 하고 좀 새로운 팀의 팬을 모셔보고자 리그앙의 올랭피크 리옹 팬인 우리의 티니지 용병 배를 불러봤습니다. 그래서 오늘 배랑 얘기를 되게 많이 했는데 이 프랑스 리그를 사실 제가 보진 않지만 이것도 사실 쿠팡에서 볼 수 있는 걸로 알고 있는데 보게 된다면 나도 한번 올랭피크 리옹을 한번 응원해 볼까. 거기 이제 사장님도 한국 사람인데 라는 생각이 들 정도로 되게 매력 있는 팀인 것 같아요. 한번 저도 올랭피크 리옹 경기를 한번 팔로우업을 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 영상 여기까지고요. 영상 재밌으셨거나 유익하셨다면 구독, 좋아요 부탁드리도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 영상 여기까지 하도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.